Meg and her husband were both architects, and many years ago they bought a flat in Venice and fixed it up, and then they made up this fabulous arrangement for themselves whereby they spent their summers and their winters, their house in Stonington, Connecticut, right on the Sound, and spent the spring and fall at the flat in Venice. Quite brilliant, don't you think? They were Quakers, very down-to-earth and practical people, although Meg was also a gifted, talented musician, artist. What else? She was also impossibly raucously funny, had just a killer laugh. In any event, she was so kind to me and several times gave me the flat in Venice. I never met her husband because he had passed before I had met her. And several times she gave me the apartment for 2 weeks at a time because she wasn't using it. That's the kind of friend she was. One day she said to me, "David, let me tell you what it's like to be an architect. A client comes to you and they have this fabulous property, and so you go out there and they want to build their dream house, and you walk over the property not once, twice, but many, many times, and you start coming up with some ideas. You get the feel, smell, breath of the place. You sit down, talk about the flow, how many kids, the dog, the cat, guests, where would people stay, and so on. You start drafting some plans and sketches, and at each juncture, you get the client to sign off on this, get their approval, and so on, and you get a bit of an agreed-to piece of the fee. The process is fluid, and it allows for additions, subtractions, rethinks, new ideas, and so on. And I could identify with this story because I owned my own ad agency for several years, and that's exactly the way you would describe the process of working with the clients. You listen, study, absorb, you create, and then you show them something of what you've done, and then you listen some more, go back to the office, readjust, redesign, and often you ask for 1/3 of the total fee down at the start, 1/3 when the plan is approved, and then the final check when you present the final product, and they flap their little flippers and love everything. Well, finally, Meg concluded, you have the brass knocker screwed into the front door, and all you're waiting for is the last check and the breathless thanks from the clients when the phone rings, and it's usually the wife, and she sounds either broken-hearted or exasperated or on the point of suicide, and says, but, what about the pergola? Where's the pergola on the hill? And you go and you tear the plans apart, you look at the plans, and you look at the plans, and you see no notes about a pergola. There never was a discussion about a pergola. Pickle. The purse calls the tune. Cover all possibilities, all bases that you can, and still be prepared to be astonished by the demands of the payee.